Hi everyone, and here I would like to introduce my FSE Chat Room app to you. First, the purpose of my application is simple. It's just let users to log in a chat room and talk to each other. Then the design of my application is as follows. First, the user needs to provide his email, password, and nickname, and then click the create account button. Um, After that, the browser will send an AJAX request to the server. The server will check the data validity and encrypt the user password and save to the database. After that, it will return a success status to the client. Then the client notifies the user and switch to the login tab. In the login tab, the user needs to provide his email and password and then click login. Then the browser will also send an AJAX request to server, and the server will find the user data from database by the user's email and check if the user input the right password. If yes, return a success status. If no, return a failed status and tell the user what is going on. After the user login successfully, it will jump to the chat room page. In this page, it will establish a socket I/O link between the client and the server. The client emits a history message event to fetch history messages from the server. The server listens this event and returns all history messages to the client. The client will render all the messages it receives. When you need to send a message, the client will emit a create message event. The server listens this event and will save the message information to the database and then emit a new message event to all clients. The client listens this new message event and will insert a new message DOM element after the message list. The code structure of my application is as follows. I have a public folder. It's for all front end code. It has CSS folder for CSS code and JS folder for front end JS code. The index HTML represents the login and register page, and the main HTML represents the chat room page. This is a screenshot of my index.js file. I try to follow the MVC design pattern. I divide it in two parts. The first part is called view. It concentrates on DOM operation. The second part is called service. It concentrates on server interaction and data management. The server side code structure is as follows. First, I have a server folder. In the folder, I have a rules folder for define APIs, and I have a controllers folder for process requests, and I have a services folders for operations on models, and models folder for all Mongoose model definitions. And I have the servers.js file is for config and start a server, and the mongoose.js file is for establishing a connection to MongoDB, and the io.js file is used to set up socket.io, and it also listen and emit socket.io events. Here's the choice of technologies of my application. The client side is HTML, CSS, and JS, and here is the libraries I used. And the server side, I use Node.js, and here's the libraries. And the database I used is MongoDB. And this is a demonstration of my application. I have two browsers here. This is Firefox and this is Chrome. In Chrome, I need to create an account. Let's say aa@aa.com. The password is AA. The nickname is also AA. Then I create account. It will notify me the user was created, and I use aa@aa.com and password AA to log in. It will jump to the main HTML, which is the FSE Chat Room page. Then in the Firefox browser, I also need to create an account. Let's say bb@bb.com. The password is bb. Nickname is bb. I create the account. I use bb@bb.com to log in. If I use another password, let's say AAA to log in, it will notify me wrong email or password. And if I use bb to log in, it will jump to the FSE chat room. In the Chrome, if I send AA to, it will also be received in the Firefox. And if I send in Firefox, it will be received in the Chrome. If I log out in Chrome and then log back again at AA login, I will also receive the history messages. Then I can still send new messages such as then though it works as expected. Thanks.